February 15th, 1976. We are here in Dover, Delaware, the bicentennial first state of the Union. We are now viewing Eddie Larrivee and Joan in front of the Dover Bicentennial Committee office.
This is the old State House on Dover's historic green. The green was laid out in 1722 when the first courthouse on this site was built. When this building was built in 1791, the old courthouse was torn down. In doing the archaeological work around the building, we've been able to rediscover the site. We're now restoring the building to what it looked like in 1791. And out front you see the cupola. It's about to be reconstructed. And that's Ed Larrivee up there on the scaffolding. That's Janice down below. The building will be open pretty soon for visitors, and everyone will be able to go through it for the July 4th celebration. We hope to have it used again for both the courts, which it was originally, and for the legislature for special sessions and the governor. And then there are certain areas that will be restored just for museum purposes. This is the west side of the green. There's quite a few 19th century buildings on this end that have been turned into offices and commercial structures of other uses. There are still a few homes, however, in the far corner. Some of these buildings are actually 18th century and have been converted in the 19th century to take on Victorian features. There's quite a few lawyers that have their offices on the green, and that's what's over on the far side. The big red brick building is an old Farmers Bank building, and that's now an insurance agent. In the far corner is a very beautiful Second Empire home that's now still a residence. And on the far side are more offices and commercial buildings. Delaware's Legislative Hall. It was built in 1935 and was the first state capitol built in the colonial revival style. For that reason, it's quite interesting. It was added to in the 1960s. This is the Townsend Building. It was built about 5 or 6 years ago to house the Department of Public Instruction, the Secretary of State, and Personnel Department. Ed and Richard are meeting on the corner in front of Delaware's Hall of Records. This was built to house the public archives of the state. The original state charter is also housed in this building, as well as the state portrait collection, and it now is the office of the Division of Historical and Cultural Affairs. Janice is standing in front of what's supposed to be Dover's oldest building. This building was originally on moved from about 3 other sites, and now is the home of the Delaware League of Local Governments. This is the home, and this is the grave of Cesar Rodney, Delaware's famous statesman and patriot. He rode from Lewis to Philadelphia to sign the Declaration of Independence, thereby casting Delaware's votes for independence and bringing unanimity to the signing of the Declaration. This is Dover's Christ Church. It was built in the 1740s and is was the first Episcopal congregation in Dover.
Okay. This building is Dover Furniture Stripping, built in 1865 and now an established business since 1973. It is owned and operated by Edward Larrivee. The people in the picture are the narrator, Joan Norton, and Richard Lopresti's wife, Janice. They are going inside to price some furniture. The building was a foreign car place in 1953, also a dress goods store, and is now a point of interest in Dover. Richard Lopresti came down this weekend to make this documentary film, and we all hope that you are enjoying it. Looks like they've made a real good buy, probably for around $3.
There goes Ed, back into Dover Furniture Stripping.
He repossessed the chair!
Oh my God.
He doesn't let anybody take anything!
As Janice is a teacher, it's appropriate that we should visit the old octagonal school on their trip to Delaware. The school was built in 1836 and was used as a school until 1931. It's a one-room structure. They say that it was built with 8 sides, with windows in each side to afford the most light for the room. There was no other form of electricity inside the building. One stove gave all the heat that the children had when they attended the school. The little building on the front, which now forms an entrance, also holds a pump where the children could get water. It's now part of the museum system. We're concluding our tour of Dover at Little Creek, which was the port for the town of Dover in the colonial times. It's still used by the fishermen, and many crabbing boats leave from here every day. Ed and Richard are saying goodbye to you all.
Now bringing our Dover documentary to an end. Hope you've enjoyed these historical moments.
Are we at Montauk Point lighthouse yet, Janice?
I think that looks like Montauk Point lighthouse, Richard. Wrong place. Today is April 20th, 1976. We are at Montauk Point. Very clear.
Richard is twins. Why not?
They're Harry and Harriet.
Oh, now? Today is April 21st, and we're at a windmill in Sag Harbor, Long Island. We're now at East Hampton to see our second windmill for the day. Notice that the men are repairing it, getting it in shape for the season. Think I should go over and spin it, Richard? Can I take it? Round and round and round we go.
We're now at East Hampton Windmill, and they're preparing the windmill for summer use.
Montauk Point on the beach, ready to launch this kite, I hope. It's rather windy out here.
Lunch time. You have to put about 50 feet of this cord out and hope for the best. It's windy around here, so it should really take to the air pretty quickly. So, good luck to us.
It's moving. It's getting higher. It's going crazy. I might blow up with it. I might fly away.
Going up there. I wonder how much more string I can put out before it would flop over. I don't know what this kite does exactly. Maybe it just sits there. Whee!
We're here at a Montauk harbor, and these are lobster traps. Men are working on them. In the background you can hear the seagulls. None of the restaurants seem to be open yet. Alright, we're looking at Captain John's boat. The men are getting ready for the season. The big season, that is. You can see the men down there repairing the net. Seem to be doing a good job. Today is April 22nd. We're right on the dock. It's called the East Hampton Dock, although it's located right in Montauk. Rich is now showing you an overview of what it looks like through the eyes of his camera. Everyone's getting everything ready for the season. Richard is fascinated by the face on this rowboat. Filling up at Mobile. The bill right now is $90 and it's 201 gallons. Rich is now taking a picture of the ice machine. We just missed the loading of ice onto the boat to keep the fish.
This is Janice's craft.
Fresh fish and lobsters, my favorite. I'm happy the restaurant is closed. Everything is closed. Here are some typical Montauk houses. Very rustic looking and modern. Priced at anywhere from $75,000 to $175,000. Believe it or not. This is where we're staying while in Montauk. Our room number was number 12. Our suite, I should say. Living room and a bedroom. And a terrace. Overlooking the ocean. This is our terrace, our room, our suite. Overlooking the ocean. We have a corner room. 1976. We're here at Mystic Seaport in Mystic, Connecticut. Just about to go in to the museum now. It's awfully hot.
Now, we're inside of Mystic Seaport Museum on this 14th day of August, 1976. As you can see, it's a clear but hot, sunny day. Hi. Hi there. Hi. How you doing? We're about to visit some of the taller ships.
Hello, everyone. We're going on to J.P. Morgan now. We're going up the gangplank to visit this famous whaling vessel in New England on the East Coast. Now here's a person who's going to tell us all about it. He's telling us about the whale oil. Hi, Janice. And whaling in olden times. The scene off the J.P. Morgan is a spectacular one. There's Mystic with its cobblestone streets down below. And here's our friend again telling us about how they caught whales. And Janice is listening very intently.
Now that we're off some of the ships, now we're about to go to lunch. But before lunch, Rich is showing you a typical street scene at Mystic. You'll notice the lighthouse in the background. We visited the top of that a little while ago. We've also had a chance to visit the schoolhouse. There's the J.P. Morgan again. We visited the old bank, the old schoolhouse. And would you believe I was 8 months pregnant through all of this?
There's Janice going up the gangplank to the Joseph Conrad. Look at the little ducky in the water.
Certainly is a little ducky. But now that we're on the Joseph Conrad, look at the tallness of it. It's immense. We thought we could talk the skipper of the ship into taking us on a little cruise. He lives on board the whole time, but I guess more or less as a guard. He told us it was no-go, so we lost out. Well, it's been fun at Mystic, but we have to go now. Bye. See you real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.